Bradsell. About to be joined by Curragh. Jasur. Anusada and beautiful Diamond. Washington Heights. Bucanero Fuerte. She's Quality. Big Gossy. Believing in Go Atletico as the white flag is raised. They're the last two. 18 runners locked away for the fourth race. They're off. Jasur gave the stall a bang coming out in this, the Bar 1 Racing Flying 5 Stakes. It's a Group 1 and they're starting to break up. Over the far side it is Desperate Hero leading up. Moss Tucker, Big Gossy, Beautiful Diamond, Believing, Makarova, Matilda Picot, Go Atletico and Dream. On this side it is Washington Heights leading the way to Bucanero Fuerte, Bradsell with the runners on the stand side who's tracked by She's Quality and Anosada ridden along. Then Curragh, Go Bears Go, Jasur and Give Me the Beat boys. They've passed the halfway stage, less than 2 to run, and it's Bradsell coming to the front on the stand side from She's Quality. Gone on from Washington Heights. In the middle of the track is Desperate Hero and they're followed by Makarova. It's Bradsell and Hollie Doyle in the lead and now moving away, racing up towards the finish. It is Bradsell the leader, flashing home Believing, but Bradsell stays unbeaten in 24th and the Flying 5 from Believing, again confirming the York place. He's followed in by Makarova and Curragh.
Well, it might have been a different track and a different day, but it was a familiar tale, wasn't it? Bradsell has won the Flying 5 Stakes and Believing has once again emerged with huge credit in chasing her home from her position over in the group on the far side. The stand side group were well in front from an early stage, really. The only question, I suppose, was whether they were going a little bit too hard, but look at Believing there, rattling home. Unfortunately for her connections, it's another hard luck story.
Another hard luck story is right for Believing, but Bradsell was on the stand side with the favourable draw. The one flashing by there, 11, Jasur stood in the stalls and gave himself no chance. Moss Tucker, Billy Lee came straight and kept the horses on the far side, at least going in a straight line, Gary, but Desperate Hero in the yellow with the black cap wasn't anywhere near as quick as Washington Heights was on this side, and Bucanero Fuerte, who were blazing along. Bradsell was right on their tails. He's quickened well. They were doing over 43. They broke 10.4 seconds in the second furlong. They were trapping, Gary, and you were thinking, well, will they be able to keep that going? But to be fair to Bradsell, he has another Group 1 for Hollie Doyle, and yeah, he just... You know, I'd love to see it again from the start. Even after going 2 furlongs, was Believing able to go to gallop?
That might have been part of it.
So sure
what a ball of speed Bradsell is.
Yeah,
really,
he's an
he's
absolute
just
pocket rocket, isn't
Look at him go there. Everything's so easy for him.
Yeah, he's travelling, and they were flying. I know they're sprinters and they're supposed to go quick, but look how easy he was going, the speed they were going. Like, give me the Beat boys flat out dropping out a shot. Curragh, Washington Heights, She's Quality on the far side, but this little horse is an absolute rocket. He must be a pleasure to ride.
And Archie Watts has done so well to bring him back to his peak after a few issues that held him up for a while. Here we are back to the start, and we'll see the split comes between stall 9 and stall 10, I think.
That Dream and She's Quality, was it?
Yeah,
was the
yeah,
split?
they were the two.
But obviously you can see this side, Bucanero Fuerte and Washington Heights to the right here shot, or to the fore. Bradsell's right on their tails with Anosira. But as this camera changes, you can just see how far back Desperate Hero is. But Ryan Moore on Believing, to me, Gary, he's going as fast as he can. Look at him, his body language. To me, he's half nudging. You know, you can make excuses, Believing the draw at York. You're saying here maybe the draw again. I just don't know, is Believing quick enough?
Well, not quick enough for Bradsell, maybe.
No, not for Bradsell, obviously
for
for the rest. But if you're just making excuses and looking forward, to me, Believing was going as fast as she was able. through the first 3 furlongs there. Now she's come home really well because Ryan has only left her on the edge of how fast she can go rather than absolutely dipping her, and that's why she's run home as well as she has. But Bradsell is just at 5 furlongs at the moment too quick for her.
Yeah, he is some speed merchant, Bradsell, and when he's in this sort of form, he's going to be so hard to stop for the rest of the campaign. I know in my younger days when I was growing up, I used to love sprinters who wore their heart on their sleeve, raced on the sharp end. Really, a lot of these type of races are won by the closers these days, but he's kind of almost a throwback to that, isn't he?
Almost a throwback. He has the pace to be able to sit just right behind the speed or right on it if he has to, and like he gets every yard of 5. But like again, Gary, the fractions and the speed, they were really hard early, and yeah, he's a gutsy little horse, isn't he?
He's brilliant to watch. Makarova's run a good race too for her connections once again, but Bradsell was just too fast for them today. That's the long and the short of it, Rachel.
Yes, Hollie Doyle joins me now after winning a 4th race, 2nd of our Group 1s, the Bar 1 Racing Flying 5 on Bradsell. What a pocket rocket.
He is. God, he's quick, isn't he? He pinged the lids, and I was just taking back the whole way, really filling him up to prepare him for the stiff finish. It was obviously an easy 5 in York, and today's a different get the fish, but no, he's just proven how good he is. It wasn't a one-off.
Was that a slight concern coming here today? Obviously the stiffer 5 here than the easy 5 in York.
For me it was, yeah. Obviously we've ran here twice before and things just haven't worked out. He hasn't had rub of the green or whatever the first year. He got injured in the second year. Remember we had that big downpour, didn't we, before the first race, which didn't help. But he's never been in better form. He's improved through age, and he's got stronger and quicker.
And that's obviously now his, third Group 1 victory?
Yeah, he Kingston winner, Coventry winner, Nunthorpe winner, now he's a Flying 5 winner. So.
Am I right saying, or is it a little bit far-fetched that this horse could be still improving?
I think he could be. These sprinters do improve of age, don't they? And I think, he's put whatever's happened in the past behind him mentally, and he's in a real good place, and that's half the key, isn't it?
And obviously he's only a 4-year-old. That was only his 11th start. You would imagine there's more to come.
Yeah, definitely. We just hope he can stay in training now. Obviously, he's got plenty of prospects through, for the breeding sheds. But no, it's great for Sheikh Nasser and Victorious Racing. They've been very good supporters of us.
And obviously coming here today, I'd say you were delighted to see where you were drawn, because there looked to be a massive bias, because at the halfway marker, your side, the near side, were way up on the far side.
Yeah, I was really pleased with my draw. It was similar to York, really. We were polar opposites of the track with Believing today. Similar result, wasn't it? But yeah, I was pleased. I could have probably made the run in, but he's crucial. You have to hold on to him, I think.
And Archie's done a brilliant job with this horse as well. That's only his 3rd run of the season. His first came at Horse and Stakes Company in Deauville before winning the Nunthorpe.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, a few trainers definitely would have been put off by coming back here today, but Archie saw the opportunity and took it, and it's worked out well. He's got a few things on the radar. I suppose he could go to the Abbey and then on to Breeders' Cup, but I suppose Archie will have to have a chat with the owners and see what they want to do.
And ideally, I'd say, in a perfect world, you'd like a lead for this horse for a little bit longer, but you just burn them all off, don't you?
You would do, yeah. It's not that he doesn't do a whole lot in front. He quickens away so easily, so you're always vulnerable because he puts lengths between horses. But he's just a ball of speed.
And Hollie, it must mean so much to you. I know it's brilliant to ride a Group 1 winner anywhere you go. So hard to get them, but to ride a Group 1 winner here in Ireland this weekend, it's such a big weekend internationally.
Yeah, it's big. It's like really special for me to ride a winner in Ireland. I've been coming for a few years, and for me it's the hardest place in the world to ride winners. Group 1 winners especially, some of the best trainers in the world and some of the best jockeys are born and bred here. It's the home of horse racing, and no, I'm really pleased.
Well, Hollie, many congratulations, well done.
Thank you, cheers. Thank you very much.
Well done, Hollie. Well done. Welcome back to the Curragh. Archie Watson joins me now after landing his first Group 1 in Ireland, the Bar 1 Racing Flying 5 Stakes with Bradsell. What a pocket rocket, his 3rd Group 1 of his career.
Yeah, look, it's fantastic. He obviously won the Nunthorpe very well. He'd had a bit of a truncated season. We, only got him back from an injury start of August, and it's just great to see him put 3 runs together. And look, I thought he was imperious today. He never really looked like not winning, and just delighted for the owners, to Sheikh Nasser, who's shown a lot of faith in him and allowed us to keep going with him, and I'm glad he's rewarding everyone.
And obviously you're reading the papers and that this morning, and they're saying, he doesn't have a great record at the Curragh, but there's valid excuses for both times. This horse got injured in the Phoenix, the little Big Bear one as a 2-year-old, when he stumbled badly coming out of the gates.
Yeah, he did, exactly. He fractured a tibia coming out the stall, so actually finishing 5th or whatever, beat 7 lengths, wasn't a bad run, and he ended up staying at the hospital here for a couple of months before coming home, so I think that was excusable. And then last year, we were just saying there was obviously that sort of thunderstorm just before the race, and it turned the ground heavy, and all the sort of favourites disappointed. But like Joe Foley just said to me there, he's a Curragh specialist now. Yeah.
And Archie, obviously, is testament to you and your team and the horse as well. After spending 2 months in the hospital here, veterinary hospital, to come back to keep on improving.
Yeah, look, he came back the following year and he was, even better, and he won the King's Stand. And then we were getting him ready this spring, and he fractured in a piece of work at home, and had surgery, and then he was back on the track within 6 months, and he's doing all of this now. So he's a remarkably tough horse. He's, touch wood, the soundest he's ever been. Steph, my assistant, and I, we haven't been happier with him ever throughout his whole career. He's moving fantastically, and he's showing everyone what he can do. We obviously thought that he was the best sprinter around, and I hope he's showing everybody that he is now.
I think he's proved everyone that. And Archie, what was the reason behind having his first run of the season going across to France? Was it just the way the races panned out at that time?
Yeah, I guess it was the way the European pattern worked out, yeah. It was only a few days after the King George at Goodwood, the 5-furlong sprint there, but I didn't really want to bring him back in that sort of company on an undulating track like Goodwood, so luckily there was a listed race at Deauville. He didn't have a penalty, and it all sort of worked out very well.
And going to York, to the Nunthorpe, but 1 run behind you, obviously he'd won. How confident were you going there?
Look, we were very confident in how he was in himself. It was only 19 days later, obviously you talk about horses bouncing and stuff like that, so obviously we hadn't seen him yet get tested against the sort of Astforas and Big Evs who'd been dominating the Group 1 and Group 2 sprints here, but look, I sort of felt that he should almost have been favourite, to be fair, and he did it very well that day. There were obviously people talking about draw excuses and sort of track biases and stuff, and I'm just glad that he's gone and done it again today. Even better, really. Yeah,
definitely. Would you say that's near enough a career best performance out of him today?
I'd say so. I mean, that maybe it wasn't quite as deep a field, but he's beaten them very well. I'd say you'd probably put all of his 3 Group 1 wins, he's probably around to very similar figures in them, I'd say, yeah.
Where next, the Abbey?
I'd say so. I mean, look, I wouldn't want to run him on stupid bottomless ground, and I wouldn't want to run him from stall 18 in an Abbey, so we'll have a look, but you'd have to say the way he jumps and travels, if the ground was serviceable and he was drawn sensibly, you'd obviously like to have a go. The Breeders' Cup at Del Mar would obviously be our sort of end of season target. A quick 5 round there should be really right up his street. And
he was due to run there last year, wasn't he?
He was, yeah. He went over there last year and didn't run from veterinary stuff, but it'd be nice to go back and do it properly this year, yeah.
Great stuff, and all things being equal, that's only his 11th run of his career. I know he's had plenty of issues along the way, but you would have thought sprinters, they can keep on progressing.
100%, to do what he did at 3, which is obviously a hard year for sprinters, and like you say, he's done this at 4, and I'd say they probably don't come into their own until later, so we'll obviously all have to have a big talk about it and what the plans are. I'd obviously love to have him in training next year. I think obviously he's proven he's the best around now, and of the 2-year-olds coming forward over 5, we have Asterius, there are a couple of others, but you'd say they'd be a lot more afraid of him if he was still around than he would be of them. So obviously I'd love to get a full season of him and go back to Royal Ascot and the likes next year, but we'll see how he goes over his next couple of runs and what we think.
Great stuff. First Group 1 winner in Ireland means a lot.
It does, yeah. Look, any Group 1, any Group win, any win really, but yeah, look, with this horse and I think it was Hollie's first win in Ireland. She's been trying long enough as well, so no, look, delighted.
Great stuff. Well, Archie, it's a testament to yourself and your team to get this horse back not once but twice, and well done. Many congratulations.
Thanks very much, Kevin. Thank you.
Well done, mate.
Watch live racing now on racingtv.com.